Convection is a form of heat transfer which occurs only in liquids and gases, or a collective term for liquids and gases is fluids. On the screen you see 4 particles which belong to either a liquid or a gas, it doesn't matter. As the liquid or gas is heated, the particles begin to move faster. This causes them to spread out away from each other. This makes them less dense. Things which are less dense will float, they will rise. Looking at this animation in front of us, just of a simple saucepan of water which is boiling, we can see how this change in density can cause movement inside the water. The flame is heating up the water at the bottom of the saucepan, causing the particles to spread apart and become less dense. This makes that hot water rise. To take the place of the water at the bottom of the saucepan, the cooler water from the top will sink to replace it. In a fridge or a freezer, the cooling units are often placed at the top, or always placed at the top. This is because as they cool the air will sink because it is more dense than the air below it, cooling the food on its way down. Many heaters and radiators are all placed on the floor. This is because they will heat the air, which will become less dense and rise, transferring the heat to the rest of the room. If the heaters were placed on the ceiling, the hot air would simply stay on the ceiling and the rest of the air, the room below, will be colder. This picture shows how a radiator can heat somebody's room. The radiator is over here on the right hand side. This passes its heat to the air particles around it, which become less dense and begin to rise. As they begin to rise and travel across the ceiling, they will slowly cool down, at which point they will become more dense and sink, until again they meet the radiator and become warmer and rise again. This is called a convection current.